Hey, the first time you hit play on the LG S90TR and sound actually fills the room around you instead of just blasting forward, there's this instant moment where you realize your TV has been whispering parts of the story instead of telling it. This is for the kind of person who's tired of audio that feels flat, thin, or disconnected from what's happening on screen, someone who hears when dialogue floats, when explosions lack weight, when footsteps have no direction. You know when something's missing, and you're ready for sound that finally keeps up with the picture instead of lagging behind. Before anything else, check the current price and stock so you know what's available right now. Systems this capable don't stick around at predictable levels once people discover what they're missing. You probably knew it was time to upgrade after too many nights where movies felt quieter than they should, where games lacked punch and dimension, or where music sounded flat instead of present. You turned up the volume thinking louder would fix it, and it never did, because the issue wasn't volume, it was depth and presence. That's when you realize you've outgrown compromise. Swapping to this feels like a breath of relief. The sound doesn't just come from one place, it moves around you. Dolby Atmos adds height and direction so effects don't just happen, they happen above and behind you. The rear surround speakers don't just sit there, they complete the stage so you feel in the scene instead of beside it. The wireless subwoofer doesn't just rumble, it anchors low end with control and precision instead of blur. Orchestra and WOWCAST make your TV and audio system feel like one cohesive experience, not two pieces that barely talk to each other. In real life, this changes how you experience every moment. You're watching an action film and the explosions actually hit with weight instead of sounding hollow. You're deep into a game and footsteps and ambient cues aren't vague, they're directional and intentional. Music doesn't just play, it resonates with body and texture. Even everyday TV shows feel more immersive because dialogue stays anchored and clear instead of buried under the soundtrack. The feeling of performance here isn't about big numbers, it's about confidence. Once you've lived with sound that actually keeps pace with what you see and feel, anything weaker sounds like watercolors compared to oil paint. If you're even a little curious, don't wait for random price swings or stock dips to make the decision for you. Systems this immersive get claimed quickly once people hear what they truly deliver. You might wonder if a soundbar with extras actually makes a difference. That melts the moment height effects feel natural overhead instead of gimmicky, and your room starts to fill with sound instead of just echo. The subwoofer doesn't overpower, it anchors. The surrounds don't just add noise, they shape the experience. And the way this system integrates with your OLED means levels stay balanced instead of fighting for attention. One pleasant surprise most people don't expect right away is how connected everything feels. Not just louder or wider, just right. You press play and the system works, instead of asking you to babysit settings. Audio feels layered and immersive, dialogue stays clear and anchored, effects move with intentional direction, bass hits deep with control, your whole room feels part of the experience. Placement takes a little thought, and once you've heard this, weak audio feels flat at some point, the comparison loop just ends. You cancel the endless tab switching and go with the setup that already feels like the one you'll actually live with, the one that matches how you want to experience every scene, score, and moment. If you've outgrown thin staging, muddled detail, and sound that doesn't keep up with modern content, don't let this be the upgrade you delay and regret later. Check availability now, decide with confidence, and let your audio finally keep pace with the way you want to experience every favorite moment in your room.